Welcome to CTV Sports and the 14th game of the World Polo League 2024 Palm Beach Open, where we have Casablanca going up against Kaia Polo.
And not much change in the weather since this morning. If anything, it's gotten slightly warmer. Here we have a great view of that legendary field, number one Grand Champions Polo Club. A little bit of broken clouds, but 85 degrees Fahrenheit here at Grand Champions Polo Club, field number one.
You said, Yan, we have some amazing players ready to take the field. Let's take a look. All right, you said again, field number one, and a good shot of Sapo Cassette, captain of the Casablanca team. Getting ready to get his team ready to go here. Big game here for the Casablanca team. As remember the bracket system, where we have the two brackets, bracket one and bracket two. They're playing a cross bracket, three teams in each bracket. And at the moment, Pilot, they're in bracket one. They're 3-0. Kaia, 0-2. And you have Park Place, 0-2. And then bracket two, on the cross bracket play, you have 1-1 Casablanca, Alegria 1-1, and then Maltese Falcons 2-1. So that's where you're going to get the polo. This is a huge game here for Casablanca, as they need to win this. So they'll be, remember, the first top two teams will advance to the semifinals, and then the third place team will get an opportunity to play against the second place team in bracket three. And the bracket play three was the 4-team bracket where they played within their bracket. And Audi, they got a clinch there, 3-0. We have Aspen Valley 0-3, Travieso 2-1, and Senfest at 1-2. So, and this is where it all starts to get. They call it the pressure cooker. You got to get going now. This is the final round in the big bout of the heavyweights. So you got to very. And I love the way they did the bracket system, because it gets like that where you have games that become semifinal games in the middle of the bracket system. And remember that third place team. So actually. Casablanca, if they were to win in Alegria, they'll have to work that out with their win-loss in their club. But they still would all have the opportunity, and that third place team will play against that second place team, and that's one game where we told you where you can win yourself a position in the semifinals, where first place will play fourth, second will play third.
So, as you say, Dale, a lot at stake, a lot to play for. I hope you're nicely settled in and comfortable at home or watching on the big screen. Welcome to CTV Sports for the afternoon. Yep, and we have just been informed that we've got Santos Bellini coming in to play for Grant Ganzi. He, of course, is a 2-goal player. Grant Ganzi, a 3-goal player. And that drops Casablanca's overall team handicap from 26 down to 25. Kaia, as we already mentioned, with a handicap of plus 22. So they're going to start this very important game, for Casablanca at least, with an advantage of 3 goals on the scoreboard. So let's see how quickly Casablanca start chipping away at that 3-goal deficit, or rather advantage, for Kaia.
Yeah, this is... should be, first two Chukker we really want to keep an eye on, because you know how Kaia Polo does it with their handicap. They've been phenomenal at scoring goals early, as the Senfest team has done. And you've watched, though, with 26-goal polo, highest polo in the U.S. Outside of Argentina, World Polo League. Those 25 and 26-goal teams, they catch them. They edge up on them. So you got to get a lot of goals and be mounted very well at the end of the game in this 26-goal polo. So they know it. We'll see how they go about it. 3-0 at the start, and away we go.
And that will be playing today, in case you were wondering to see him playing the number 4 position. Hilario Figueres, just to give you another reminder, he's playing the number 1 position today. And as Dan and I were talking about before the start of this game, we expect to see a very offensively minded Casablanca coming out of the starting blocks. Quickly turned here by the number 2, Lerine Zubiari. And I believe we have our first whistle of the game.
Yeah, the boys are going to get into it here, and Hilario is going to pull the team right here. He's got Santos on the rotation. You'll probably see that all day long. Santos stays near side like he has to. Take Santi with him. Then neutral play here, and then the ball never didn't get moved there. So if Lerine moves that ball a little bit quicker, then he'll be all right. But he kind of turned around it and gets caught on the turn play. So first whistle of the day will be an open goal penalty 2 on the turning play. Remember, you are allowed to turn the ball in the game of polo as long as you don't have an opposing player within that 2 strides. And Sapo was on it pretty quick. No problem, Sapo.
So here we go then. Casablanca opening up that scoring account. Number 4, Mr. Sapo Cassette, picking up his first goal from the line.
Sapo's been fabulous from the penalty line and all season long. So this is something, and of course, Santi Tocolino has. So both teams here and their backup hitters are great. But these are 2 teams you do not want to get in a penalty shot contest with, because they will definitely be making their goals. They've been over 90%, both teams.
Away we go. Hilario Figueres appealing for a right-of-way infringement. Umpire did not see enough speed for that to be the case, so they play on. And we have, again, a loose ball on the field. Near side backhander coming from Aguirre, feeding it out to the right-hand side to Larry Austin. And that shot on goal will just go wide.
A deep neck shot from way down in the corner. But, of course, Santi Tocolino, he's been amazing us all season long. The shot heard around the world. And we're going to keep talking about it until we have another shot that's heard from around the world, of course, and that is the 2-point conversion that'll be given to a team if they score from behind center field, from behind the line. And remember, the buzzer beater is in line, where if a player shoots the ball before the second horn and the ball continues to roll, wherever that ball rolls and ends up will be either the play, a goal, or no goal, and then they'll start the next chukker where that ball was at. 2 players come together, get a whistle.
Yeah, well, unlucky. We watch this. You'll see it on the replay. Cassette takes a shot. There it comes. And now you see the player coming in from the right-hand side. Picks up the ball, but already established on the line, as you can see, because that line, of course, never changes. Lerine Zubiari.
Yeah, old line always sticks. So that'll be a penalty 5A. It'll be Tocolino.
Oh, that is the man we were just talking about here. Incredible technique, incredible strength, and incredible precision. Back downfield. Oh, a little deflection. But this time, not enough space there for Zubiari to pick it up. Out to the boards they go. Sapo Cassette will try and find a little bit of a gap to work it. And a late whistle here.
Yeah, get a late whistle, so we'll see what they decide. And we had a turn call early. So we'll see if, you make the call. Let's see. Well, that was a little bit different.
I thought that was still relatively clean.
Well, that was, we didn't see the beginning of it on that angle there. We might go for another angle or see. The drone was coming around the corner. So we'll see if they decide. They might take a look at it. Might be a late whistle on a trigger. There might have been a late whistle on the call. The drone was already spinning, following the play there. But it looks like they're going to bring it back. We'll find out if they decide to look at it or not. Remember, you got all the different angles you can use. You got the end zone and the center cam. They're going to move this one over for a 60-yard penalty for Tocolino.
Oh, a lot of touches. But then somehow, as much as he tried, Sapa just could not get it out of the claws of that goal mouth. I'm sure Santi will be happy that hit the target because he did not hit that the way he would normally hit it.
Yeah, a lot of people touched that ball. It hit off so many different people. Let's see. Tocolino, 1, 2. I don't know, it actually went off to 2, and Sapa almost saved it. But Tocolino will get the penalty for and add to their 3-goal handicap. So they will, I guess it went with a late whistle there on the turn call back in the corner.
So ball thrown in again on that halfway line, still sticking to that halfway line. Now they open up the play, and Casablanca on the move here with a nice little cut shot. Picked up on the boards here by the number 3, by Rufino. Ben Sardon still working it. The cut shot coming. There it is. You can see he was just timing that or teeing it up in such a way to get the perfect angle for that shot. Not an easy shot.
Yeah, nice attempt. Good defense as the Kaia Polo team was spread out. And that'll bring us to our first courtesy change.
Which, of course, gives us the opportunity to remind you that this is only the second game of our triple header today. We've got Alegria taking on Park Place this afternoon. That's another one you don't want to miss. And, of course, let us also remind you that tomorrow, Good Friday, the Madeleine Bourdieu Memorial continues. That's the 6th goal here at Grand Champions Polo Club. We've got a match coming to your screens on CTV Sports at 10:30 and, of course, at 5 p.m. But whilst we're talking about tomorrow, don't forget that very important game, Travieso against the 3rd place of Bracket 1 and Bracket 2 to play a very important game. That is the World Polo League tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. So, again, a triple header. But, of course, if you're following the WPL, you want to make sure you tune in at 4 o'clock.
And a nice shot there, Sapa Cassette. And the Casablanca team changed it up a little bit here with Grant. Grant usually plays the 1, and they had Ilario at the 2. But we've known that they did do it. They did change it up to start. Well, in this tournament with Sapo and Rufino playing in the back of the game. And it seems to work very well. Ilario was, of course, one of our special guests, and he said that they were very open-minded to switching the team around at different times. And basically what that did was it pushed. They had Grant and they had Rufino playing the 1, or Grant playing the 1 and Rufino playing the 2, Sapo the 3. And then they put Ilario at the number 4, so it brought Ilario to the front of the game, and it's working well. I mean, team's doing well. So see if they keep it. I think they switched it around. Maybe switched it around a little bit just with Grant not coming in today and not being here today. I mean, for the game. So maybe put Santos in the middle, and just say. He's a great rider. He's very, very strict with the man also, so that puts him in a position where he's got to work very hard with the man. And then him and Ilario and him, you'll see them switching back and forth, I believe, through the game. We'll see what happens here. On the knock-in, Kaia.
Yeah, quick pony change, and away we go to the boards with the number 2, Loreen Zubiari. Very, very strong, one of our many, many 7-goal players. Leaves it now for Santi. Santi down the boards. In comes Sapo for the challenge and the ride-off. Well, he did get a ball which is going to go a little bit further into Casablanca territory, but Hilario has his pocket picked, but that might have been a little bit too much there because
no right away on the near side. So
exactly.
Mariano, I don't know if he thought the ball got switched. Let's take a look at it because Mariano.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he thought the ball was coming across the field, which he could have been. Now that would be his thought. His thought would be that the ball was coming across the field, which would put him on the near side.
Yeah.
Because knowing Mariano, man, this guy studies the game at such a level. And he might have thought that ball was, when Hilario turned it a little bit more towards the boards, which would make, even though Hilario was facing him, would make Hilario would have to turn. So that's why probably Mariano went near side. Not going to challenge it. And they've, let's see, they mixed it up here in the Open. They've challenged some ball placements. I do apologize. No, they've only apologized ball placements. So that's all they did in the Founders Cup. So he's not going to challenge. Right. Mariano likes to challenge the ball placements. We need to interview him about that. Give us that insight. But that's the way the white team does it. They use the challenges to challenge ball placements. So, or they have on their last 5. On the knock-in, going to be Tocolino.
Another monster shot from Santi Tocolino, looking for Loreen, and he's found him. Zubiari, one-touch polo, up to the front door, looking for Mr. Austin. Stolen by Santos Bellini, who is definitely a World Polo League superstar in the making. Been playing a lot of the other tournaments here, Grand Champions Polo Club, the 6 to 8, and very, very solid player. Now then, let's see if Kaia can keep hold of that 3-goal advantage. Late whistle here would suggest that Loreen Zubiari, he's the one complaining. Let's have another look at this here, Dale. What did you make of this? In comes...
They made the corner maybe a little bit too unfair right there. Yeah. You know, kind of a little too much in front, that's all. Looked clean early. Surprised Orfino didn't run the turn there. I thought he might run the turn. I know him and Sapo passed the ball very well. Look like he's passing that back to Sapo. And Zubiari read it perfectly. But yeah, just a little bit too far in front, uneven on the ride-off. Coming from the side, definitely. So he was coming from the right thought process. But you can see right there in the replay, just a little bit too far in front. So open goal penalty 2, Tocolino. Fire.
Absolutely.
You want to be in front of that ball.
So here we go then. They've actually extended their lead with that goal. Remember, they came in 3 goals in hand. We had a goal by Sapo Cassette from the line, and then now 2 goals, both by Santi, also a 4 and a 2, which doesn't just restore the 3-goal advantage, actually gives them 1 extra goal. 5 goals to 1. We are down to the last 30 seconds of play in this first chukker. Deflection coming off the pony of Figueres. And he will run this one down. He knows he hasn't got a lot of time yet. Hammers that one, and I think it might just run itself. Yeah, cracking goal. Superbly taken there by Hilario Figueres.
Yeah, that's an awesome goal. That's actually a layup shot. But, of course, with the energy that he put on that ball, it was going from the giddy-up. Gets out in front here, just bounces off his pony. You know what we say about broken plays in the World Polo League. You usually see a goal. And great job, Hilario, getting his first of the day. And that'll end our first chukker. We'll be right back. Welcome back, second Chukker. Shot of the stadium right here. Field number 1, Palm Beach Open 2024. Casablanca, Kaia Polo.
Indeed. Let's just quickly give you an update on, if you've just joined us, a warm welcome. Who's out there this afternoon for Casablanca? Coming in for Grant Gansey, we have the very solid 2-goal player Santos Bellini coming in at the number 2 position, playing off 1 today, Hilario Figueres, who just picked up that cracking goal right at the end of that first Chukker. At number 3, Rufino Bentadon, the 22-year-old 8-goaler, and of course, with a 9-goal handicap, Mr. Sapo Cassette. Kaia Polo, Larry Austin, as we've become accustomed to, playing the number 1 position, Lorene Zubiari at number 2, 7-goaler, alongside the other 7-goaler, Mariano Aguirre, remember, former 10-goaler, and Santi Toccolino, the 8-goaler, and he is the only man thus far to have picked up 2 goals, a penalty for and a penalty 2 for Kaia. Remember, they came in with a 22-goal team handicap against Casablanca with a 25, so 3 goals given on handicap to Kaia. So, back to the action we go, and on the boards, Santi Toccolino trying to find a little bit of a gap there, as Sapo thought he was doing everything by the book, but you can see clearly the umpires had a different idea, as that player with the number 4, you can see it here, Santi Toccolino gets to the boards, ball comes off the board, so a slight change in that line, but still very much his line, as he tries to take it away, and then Sapo Cassette just takes it.
Yeah, you get 2 players to come in there and block Santi. And I think Sapo that's why I probably went for it, because I like to watch him plays and kind of break down, why some players actually go for it. We saw why Mariano went for the one the other day, but here he might have thought he had possession of that ball. Might have a little bit further back. If it's a little bit further forward, then no problem. But he just had to reach back a little bit further. So that's why you get the reaching call. 5B. And Santi Toccolino once again inside the 60, 40, 30, shot on goal. High flag.
Nicely done. And you know what? That 5B, which is how it all started, there really wasn't much in it. It was very deep. You might get another look at this here. Here it is. You see, look, there's that initial 5B. It just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. Then it runs out of steam with maybe 3 or 4 yards. So it comes back to the man who took the shot, and Santi Toccolino, again, superb with his finishing.
Yeah, they use both ends there. If he hits it really good, very, very good, then, maybe it goes. But if not, they can always set up for the second play. And Santi did it perfectly. Just waited for everybody to kind of fall out in line and picks it up and takes it right through the pack. This ball's going to be when they win the bowl in here, it gets taken forward. First by Rufino. Stolen away. Well done by Zubieri. Leaves it for Mariano, but then they get a kind of a little sandwich, riding in from behind type play. So on the 145, 146, maybe a little less. Let's see what Santi goes here. This is when he hit the 2-pointer. He was actually in this part of the field.
Yeah, he was,
but 10 yards back.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he goes for it or if he works it downfield.
Well, it's definitely low. Straight away, jumping on it there with the number 2, Lorene Zubiari. It's cleared, but not as far as they would have liked. Yeah, little gap, looking for Zubieri. He's found it, and Lorene Zubieri just making the best of an awkward situation there.
Yeah, Mariano and Lorene play a lot of polo together. They know each other very well. This is a big hit by Santi, and then Lorene actually establishes the line, leaves it for Mariano. Mariano is getting like in a washing machine in there. He's getting bumped on the left, bumped on the right. but when two people are around him, that means there's somebody open. So nice finish by Zubieri.
And away we go. Casablanca trying to come back with a very quick response. Sapo Cassette. Oh, wow. What an incredible goal. Let's watch that one again in slow motion, or in any motion, really. It all started on the throw-in. Here you see the ball coming out of that throw-in. Cassette just beating Larry Austin to it. Takes it out to the right-hand side. Eyes up that goal mouth. Leans far out of the saddle. Gets a nice big power shot underneath that. On a superb goal by Sapo Cassette.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen this year in the World Pole League somebody try to hit a neck shot from center. I've seen Hector Galindo make one back in the day. We have a cursory change going on, but Hector Galindo hit. I was on his team, and I watched him right behind him, and because he could hit the neck shot so hard. Most of these guys got such a strong neck shot. Just, they hit it deep. And, like maybe break across center or break across, and hit whatever angle like there. Because you saw Sapo. I mean, he didn't hit that ball that hard. Farmer still went 100 yards. So, just haven't been seeing it yet. I was wondering why, possibly if the opportunity arises. I don't know if we actually have. Have we had one player try?
Not under the neck, no.
No, but I mean, even try during play, not during not during the penalty shot.
I don't think so.
I'm talking about during play.
Yeah. I don't think we have.
Because like I said, I think if I was taking a 5B, I would line the ball up 10 yards behind, and I'd tap it.
Up until the halfway line.
And then hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of players like to tap
to get a bit of momentum.
Get a momentum.
Yeah.
So I'd bring it back 8 to 10 yards.
Okay.
Tap it. Smash it.
Well, you know what, Dale? Let's do that tomorrow.
I'm just saying, it's just a little food for thought. Because remember, you're allowed to take a 60. If you're down by 2 goals with less than 30 seconds left, and you're going to lose, you're allowed to take a 2, 3, 4 back.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know why more players maybe don't do that anyways, because you can do a number of things with the ball. You could go for the 2, but also then you can also try other set plays. But just a little change of pace. Here we go. Win the bowling, get the offensive attack. Ruffino.
Nice.
A little trouble on the approach, but no problem on the finish.
Not at all. So Casablanca all of a sudden look very much alive here. Ruffino, Ben-Sedon.
And they need to jump on this. Perfect timing, Jan, with when Kaia, when they get that 5-goal lead, get very relaxed out there. And that's when they've been forced to be reckoned with then. All right, 3 in a row, Casablanca, Ruffino.
And that brings them within 3 goals, which is kind of how we started, remember. Kaia given 3 goals on handicap. Cassette trying to land one into that danger zone. Hilario couldn't get to it. He might get to this one, though. Unlucky. Mariano Giri just did enough to avoid Hilario picking up that ball. Slightly topped. Tried to correct himself. And now Bellini into the open space, looking for a grey shirt. Austin kind of, more or less gave it to Sapo Cassette, who in turn gives it to Figueres. But I think we might have already seen another player firmly established on that line.
Yeah, nice back shot by Santos. Yeah, they had the opportunity to touch the ball too much, so nice back shot. Sapo goes up in the air with that ball. And I think that's probably where, again, Hilario's kind of looking at the ball up in the air, and Mariano rides from right to left underneath it. And you know what happens, the line is in the air, so when it drops.
It continues.
Yeah, so that's where Hilario's just going to call there. Now, here we go. Not worth 2, but opportunity from 130 for this man right here. He might be able to get his glasses adjusted. Mariano's talking to him. Let me see. You go for it. Now, earlier, I was getting a message from our field side correspondent. Said the wind was blowing from the west, believe it or not, in our last game, Yan. You know, the flags are just going around. In 1 minute, they're blowing, you know, this way, that way. They're blowing every direction. But they definitely said it was blowing from the west in our first game. What do you think?
Well, I think yeah.
You're not going to second guess our field side correspondent?
I'm not.
Okay, good idea. Yeah, no, I agree. But, yeah, so, again, to me, I don't know, they look like they're blowing from the east now, but they always feed us information on what's going on out there. And also, you got different setup here because we were on 4 earlier, and remember, you have the grandstand, you have the
hedge.
Yeah, you have different. If you see that tent right there, unless I'm seeing it wrong, yeah, don't they look like they're? No, they are. They belong from the west still.
Yeah.
So I guess we do have a timeout here. Maybe someone get in order. Yeah, there you go. Our field side correspondent decided to show us the most beautiful flags and champions.
Yeah.
The World Polo League, and of course,
is it the Irish?
Yan, don't say that now, Yan. Oh my Lord.
The Stars and the Stripes, of course.
There you go, Yan.
The Stars and Stripes. No, it is a beautiful flag. It is a beautiful flag. Big question that we often have in Europe because we're never quite sure. How many stars actually are there on the flag?
Oh. So.
Oh, news just in?
Yeah. So we do get a challenge.
Okay.
And guess who challenged? The Kaia team. And guess what they challenged, Jan?
Ball placement.
And guess what happened?
They won.
Yes, they did. And did he sneak that one in the corner there? Yeah. Looks like he did. So once again, Kaia.
Doing what they do.
Doing what they do, challenging ball placements. That's what Mariano was talking about when he was pointing and stuff. I was wondering about that. But that's what they did. And just to give you guys some info, they're going to break in action. In the Founders Cup, Kaia, we're going to get a trigger here. Oh. We'll see what they decide, if they triggered it or not. They might trigger this one and take a look at it. They'll take their time there because remember the angles are all different angles. Kaia, they challenged 3 ball placements 4 ball placements in the Founders Cup, the last tournament, and they won 1. But that's all they challenged. They didn't challenge any fouls, only ball placements. And they challenged up to this point in the Palm Beach Open, Kaia, and they're 1 for 1.
Okay.
And on the ball placements. Well, it's kind of an interesting stat because I know they do it as a team, but Mariano captains a team, and I'm definitely going to pick at his head next time I see him and just figure out, because it's a great thought. I mean, maybe his percentages, or does he, that maybe it's just happening, maybe, based on.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, he studies the game at a very high level. I told you when I umpired, I umpired with the professional umpire. I worked a lot of games with Mariano. I also worked in Greenwich for a couple summers. And we reviewed all the tapes, and they reviewed the tapes. So we were reviewing the tapes, they're reviewing the tapes, we're breaking them down, they're breaking them down, and you got the, what's right, what's wrong, are we doing right? So we just came to a very good conclusion. When we're wrong, we're going to bow, and we're going to make sure. We call you guys. Looks like they're going to call us wide. Look to us on first look like it was just wide. So I think a good call here by the IRO. And nice strike of the ball by Santi. And they'll take that goal back. But it worked out really well. But it gave me insight on how much and how the pros do use the video and how they break it down to prepare their teams for games coming on, and not just on plays that they miss or make, on how umpires are calling the game. Just basically, you know, like what procedure you're using, how you're doing it. So it's very interesting stuff. All right, on the knock-in, Rufino.
Bensadon trying to get past the man with the number 3 there, Mariano Aguirre. Play continues. Sapo Cassette coming up to the 90-second mark remaining left to play here in the second Chukker. Bellini a little bit too slow to pick up that ball once again. Casablanca have it. This time the turn of the number 3, Rufino Bensadon. Still has possession, going for the under the neck. Gets a hook, and that hook will do enough to send Kaia on the way. Clever play here from the team in white. And the man who we were just talking about at length with the number 3 on his shirt just puts that one wide. But again, nice play here by Kaia Polo.
Yeah, that's a man, that is great teamwork right there. Mariano sacrificing himself for the hook and waited timing-wise enough to where he hooked, and the man he hooked actually rode by the ball because no one was following that line, which gave Zubieri the opportunity to hit one shot, and Mariano was off to the goal.
Cassette coming up to the last 30 seconds of play here in the second Chukker. I'm sure he'd love to pick up another one to leave it just at the 3 goals as Bensadon collides, well not collides, but has a little bit of a rub there with Aguirre.
Racing and rubbing, rubbing's racing. Let's see who's on right away here. Did that ball change, or is it just still going straight there? Yeah. Mariano gets over the top of it.
Okay.
And that's going to enter Chukker. So we'll get it all figured out, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan Eric Frank. A warm welcome and a good afternoon to you.
And that play is going to end up being a penalty for right-of-way violation, 60-yard shot for Casablanca. Sapo. High flag.
Yeah, indeed. So, best possible start coming into the final Chukker of the first half. They left the field 4-7, and as Dale was just saying, first play of the third Chukker. A penalty for Casablanca. No mistake for Sapo Cassette. Brings his team within, and for the first time, within 2 goals of Kaia Polo. Remember, they were given 3 on handicap. And away we go. And it looks like Kaia have come out on top, winning the throw-in. Tocalino. That was just one too many defenders. And Ben Sadon will start the next defensive play here for Casablanca. Hilario working it with Ben Sadon. He gives it back to Sapo. Out road, Tocalino. Long ball. Do you know what? I think that was one of those plays where he was trying to go for an out of play. I think that's probably one of the first.
Was he behind center there?
No, he wasn't behind center. No.
Right, but still, finding space, boom.
Yeah,
But right there, he's just off center. But you got it. On a knock in, Santi looks like he got Lorene running toward the outside there, but Lewin mishit. Sapo's going to meet this ball. Oh. I think they call 1 meeting 2 here, but does Hilario win this ride-off is what I'm wondering. Things to make you go, Tough one.
Well, there's a lot of those moments here.
Santi made it look very good because Santi pushes across around in the front of, to make it look like he actually was trying to win that ride-off. So, tough call. Very tough call. Could get a challenge. I don't know. We'll see if they decide to challenge. It's third Chukker. Does he have him? Does he have a push out enough? Does not? It's going to be a lot of different things they got to, look at there. Where was the?
Okay. Well, whilst we wait for that to be verified and to, I'm sure Dale will finish what he started there. We can tell you can see on your screens, a penalty has gone in favour of Kaia Polo, and it once again will be Santi Tocalino with a penalty 4. He's already converted one of those, and this time the post, and it goes over the back line. Well, that's the first time, Dale, I've ever seen a penalty 4 hit the post.
Yeah, we did have a challenger.
Okay.
They did challenge it. They didn't lose their challenge. They challenged the 1 meeting 2. And third Chukker challenge, might as well go for it, try for it. It was. I can understand why Sapo, might have thought that he got the ball early enough, but they challenged and they lost their challenge. So at the moment, to finish the first half, Kaia still has a challenge.
On the move, Hilario Figueres couldn't quite control it. Kaia very happy to get possession of that ball again, but this is Hilario for you. He'll want to have another go at this. Outplays Aguirre. Great horsemanship as Aguirre stays with his man. Didn't hit that with enough power. And Kaia Polo, well, everybody's going to have to just take a breather because there was another whistle.
Something happens here with Sapo. And that's where he's going to say, he might get riding into the back shot there, or backing into the pony would be the. It's either goes back and forth there. And Kaia still has a challenge. That's where the whistle was when they we'll see what they come up with here. With 4:43 left, they still have the opportunity to challenge as they want. If it was blown, it would inside the 60, so you're going to see the open goal. And looks like Sapo's going to get control, so we'll See if Kaia decide to use the challenger, if they let it go. Sapo. There's penalty 3 on the 40-yarder based on being hitting a back shot to the goal inside the 60. Anytime you have a shot on goal inside the 60, you will see a penalty 3. If it's a high percentage shot, then you'll move it to a 2. And it's in the corner, out by the boards, hitting a back shot. So three good ball placement. And look at this, 1 goal difference.
I was just about to say, they, after a lot of effort and a lot of toil, they're finally getting there, chipping away at that 3-goal advantage. Remember, it was 5 goals to 2 at the end of the first, 7 goals to 4 at the end of the second. And I wouldn't be surprised, Dale, if we see Casablanca make the equaliser in this chukker.
Mm-hmm.
Still plenty of time.
Both teams pretty similar on the fouls. The stats should be pretty close. Each giving each other goal shot penalties. 3 on one team, 2 on the other. Sapo on the move.
I didn't quite get the finishing touch again. A most difficult shot of all the shots under the neck on the near side. Hilario. Oh, that ball might have gone in, but there was definitely a whistle beforehand.
It's backed up across. And I think I'm going to say the white player had control there. Okay, it might have came from a little bit of an angle. And Hilario just turned.
Difficult to tell.
Now, they might be calling it early that Hilario turned in front of the ball. But ball bouncing out. And now they're going to move it down. So we'll check with our field side first body. It might have had a true breakaway or someone out there unless they had a technical involved. Because now they're looking at they moved it from, they were at the other 60, weren't they?
Yep.
So you're talking about, well, Toglino from the penalty 4, 6-yard shot. And timeout. I'll do a courtesy change.
Yeah, it's around about that time, 3:45. Well, so make the most of the opportunity when you're so close to your own pony line.
Well, I guess it's just a foul, and they're moving it up to a 60. They must have had Larry out in front. So.
Oh, just put that wide. Santi Tocolino could have done with another goal there for Kaia. So Casablanca have it. 3.5 minutes remain here in the first half. And so far, Casablanca are, I think, more than just on course. It's become a little bit stocky. A little stop and go the game here in the third chukker. We seem to be a lot faster and a lot more.
You had 3 fouls and 3 goal shot penalties in the first three minutes of chukker, so it's just a little more sticky. It's all. It started out with Sapo having a penalty 4, so we started the chukker, and then it went the other way with Toglino, and then Sapo had another one, and then so it's kind of been a goal shot. And I was talking about don't put these two teams on the line. Actually, they're there's only been a couple misses, but otherwise it's been they've been pretty good. And then we're going to get another foul here. So, let's see, Sapo's going to go left with it. Rafino. And penalty 5B.
So, Sapo, Dale, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen a two-pointer. We've only had the one so far. So, it would be nice if somebody could do what Santi did.
Okay, so there's a challenge on the play. And on this foul. Because remember, Kaia did have a challenge. And no foul. Which, personally, I think it's a great call. Again, a good challenge because you're allowed to come from the side. So if you come from the side and win the ride-off, where's the ball going to be in?
Sorry, come
from the side, bump a guy over the ball, and where will the ball end up being?
Well, hang on, it depends where the guy's coming from.
Well, if the ball's on the guy's right hand, you ride over time, the ball's going to be on your right side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's where the ball was, and that's where they blew fouls.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why Mariano, look at, they're going to win the bowl in here. And that's actually going to be a goal for Zubieri, I believe, because Tocolino got hooked there. So that's Loren's goal. Santi was there to score, but didn't need to. And look at that. Win the challenge, get a goal. Well done, Kaia.
So you're saying Zubieri picked that one up?
Yeah, I don't think Santi touched it. He went to, but he got hooked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance, but the ball just had enough area, had enough energy on it to carry. That scenario couldn't work out any better for Kaia. They still have a challenge if they need it.
Well, we're at 2:11. Left to play. Clock, of course, ticking down. Santi Tocolino. Out to the left-hand side. Good pick up and sent straight back from Loren Zubiari. Looking for Santi Tocolino. Now Benzadon will jump in between. On the handlebars. Just at the top of your left screen, but it's everything's okay. And we had a little rub there between Sapo Cassette and Mariano Aguirre. You might see that again.
See which way the line's going here, though. Cross the field, cross the field, cross the field, cross the field, cross the field.
Yeah, but now the question is, will Sapo get done for turning on the ball?
Yeah, and then you got contact. So
and then you got exactly
a lot going on. And they don't have a challenge, so. But my question would be, if the ball's going to cross the field and the guy's spinning around on it, are you allowed to run?
Well, eventually, if you do, well.
I guess the ball was kicked.
Oh, was it?
I guess. I didn't see it. I didn't see it on our replay, but I guess they get to look at it. So I guess when he was spinning around, spinning around, you know what I mean? Because he spun around about 3 times. You know, so I guess the ball was kicked. And, and we have a challenge. And you can do it, Yan. You can do it. You know, White's challenging because Casa doesn't have a challenge.
Yeah.
So what do you think they're challenging?
Ball placement, Dale. I'm just putting it out there.
You're getting good, my brother. You're getting good, Mark.
Well, Dale, I have to say, I am, and I do learn from the best.
What do you think the answer was?
Yeah. I think the answer was, Mr. Aguirre, you're right again.
No, but they did move it to a 4, so 4. I think they wanted a 3 out of it. Yeah, so. But you know what? With a minute 40.
What have you got to lose?
Yeah, they lost their challenge. But with 140 left in the game and the Chukker, in the first half,
Yeah.
why not use it, right?
Absolutely.
So,
This time Sapo Cassette was on that right of way.
and you might have, that might not have been a bad challenge because you got everyone, if you had somebody move in or somebody down, But that was a good move, too, good ball placement to move it to 60. A little right-of-way violation there, so they go to center. Opportunity at the two-pointer for the equalizer with 1:31 left.
Cup of coffee and 2 donuts.
2 cups of coffee, 2 donuts.
Phew, Dale, trying to make me a poor man here.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Come on, Sapo. Penalty 5B for 2 points. He's coming down yet?
Yeah, it has. I'll have a cappuccino, Dale.
Yeah, right? And he hit that ball high and
certainly-
far. I mean, look at how far he hit
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
he hit it to like 140, but like almost over the drone. And here we go. Santi Tocalino on a flyer. Sapo's going to open it up.
There's the cut shot. And not opening up that wrist far enough, but great run, a coast to coast. He had the butter, just couldn't. Oh, he had the toast just without the butter. So, down to the last few seconds. I'm pretty sure they'll make it to another throw in here, at least.
I think that might be off.
And I think you're right. So that brings us to the end of the first half. Here then are your halftime stats.
Yeah, not much to look at. Just the fouls. Casa, 9. They got it just a little bit, clean it up a little bit. Still got a half to go, so that'd be the biggest coaching thing. So we'll have a little halftime break, and we'll be back. This is the Palm Beach Open 2024.
My name is Nacho Estrada. I'm from Argentina, 8 goals.
Hilario Figueras, 5 goals from Argentina.
My name is Martin Jauregui. My handicap is 6 goals. I'm from Argentina.
Silvestre Novillo, and I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Tomás Pérez from Argentina, and I'm 6 goals.
Francisco Spinacci, and I am from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Juan Bolini, and I'm a 3-goal polo player right now, but it could be 8. And I'm from Argentina. No, actually, now I'm American.
No, here is amazing. The view, the fields, everything is super nice.
Question is what I don't like about Aspen. I think I like everything about Aspen. The weather, the field. Right now in the summer, I would say the best club in the world.
Friendship, the people, the scenery, everything. This is my 7th year coming in a row, and I feel like I'm at home right now. So me and the family go around like we know the place for a long time, and we enjoy the summer a lot.
When I come here winter and summer, I actually like Aspen more in summer. There's more stuff to do.
All the mountains around here, it's a pretty nice place, and it is nice to play because there are very good horses, and I play with a lot of friends.
No, I like the polo, the horses, and the people.
I like to do mountain biking and to go to the lake.
Yes, going to the lake, stay here in the barn, everything.
It look amazing. It's my first time here, but all the things they doing today is amazing. So I'm gonna be enjoy, and I appreciate to inviting me to be here in the season.
Christmas in July, kids are always looking forward for it. The day they come to Aspen, they know they relate it with Christmas in July, an extra that they have here.
I like Christmas in July because we get all together and we receive a lot of presents.
Okay, welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwitz.
I'm Jan Eric Frank. A warm welcome and a very good afternoon to you.
And we're live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1. Great shot of our stadium right there. And Casablanca going up in his Kaia Polo. Casablanca playing with Alario Figueres, 6 goals at the number 1. We have Santos Bellini. Filling in for Grant Ganzi, the ambassador of Casablanca. He's 2 goals. And Grant was 3, so he played off of his 2-goal handicap. Then Rufino Benzadona on 8 goals, playing number 2. And Sapo Cassette playing the number 4 on 9 goals. Kaia Polo with Larry Austin playing the number 1 A-rated player. Lorraine Zuberi playing number 2, 7 goals. Mariano Aguirre playing number 3 on 7 goals. Santi Tocolino on 8 goals. They received 3 goals on handicap. 5-2 after the first Chukker, 7-4 after the second Chukker. Of course, Kaia leading on these stats, and 8-6 at halftime. Here we go, Jan. This is we'll see here. Well, they came back for it. The only thing I can say, I was a little surprised. It got a little sticky in the 4th.
Yeah,
it was an open game, and you got to watch out for these 2 teams because, like I said, they got great penalty shooters. Couple misses today by Tocolino, which one was over the post. So, what do you want to say? Oh, and then the other one hit the post, right? So what are you going to say? I mean that's just bad luck. But on the other side, 100% on the goal shot penalties from Casa, but they did foul 9 times.
Yeah,
and that's not like them.
No, and we were talking about that. That's something they need to get a grip on. They need to clean up that a little bit because you that's just a little bit too high.
Yep. So we're going to start out here with a knock-in, and it's going to be Sapo Cassette. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Number 4 in the blue helmet, Benzadone, moving to the right. Zuberi's going to go ahead and keep an eye on Sapo here. Sapo says, you're giving me a little too much space. Now they'll come together, and here we go. Who's got the horsepower? There you go. It's going to be Sapo this time on the Bay Pony. Over center, going for a coast-to-coast run. He's got Alario inside the 60. Everybody overrides inside, and Tocolino is we're going to get lucky there. Both players had opportunities. Now, this is kind of an interesting play as they come together there.
Yeah, it is a bit interesting because after that miss hit, let's have another look at it here. It comes on your screen. Tocolino turns it around, changes the line there. Yeah, and then he's got a player coming in from the right-hand side.
So it's really interesting, like you said, because you have, is he engaged with Tocolino? Or does Mariano have the offside? Because there's no near side, right? The offside on the near side.
Correct.
And so now we give Mariano the right of way. Is Tocolino engaged with Alario, which means their focus would be on each other. So that'd mean Mariano would have to pull out. Did look like there's a little space in between, though.
Yeah.
But it is a fine line. Because remember the one earlier today with the 2-on-1, one meeting 2. They're going to go ahead and call it. They're going to call it that Alario's on the wrong side. So penalty 5A, Tocolino. Nice big hit right here by Tocolino. Turned around quickly, controlled by Cassette. Sapo, he'll leave it behind. Lurine's going to go to a walk here. Switch on everybody switching here. Larry gets back into the play going forward here. Mario's got Larry if he wants him. No, goes for it. Now goes for it again. Pretty pass here. Going to give Larry Austin an opportunity. Nice try, Larry. And is that ball still in play?
Well, that was very...
Or did that ball go out?
Yeah, I need to have a look at it as well. But that was... I think it went over the back line and it went out of bounds.
See, so Larry's out in front. Perfect run here by Larry. They keep it on the field. I think it's a piece of it, right? It's the top, it maybe. But then Lorraine is right in line here again. Oh, I guess it goes. And then is it a safety or is it a knock-in?
Correct.
But they're calling a penalty. Yeah, they're calling a safety.
Yeah.
So that's where the tough one here. So, you know who's going to be hitting them? Tocolino, Santi. First penalty 6 of the day. 60 yards out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be no problem. figured a nice little angle would be a great way for Santi to start the second half here, Yanni. He missed he had a 4, couple of one was just over the post, one hit the post, so he had a little bad luck in the first half. This will get him going.
And not only that, Dale, it'll put them back where they started this game with a 3-goal advantage, 9 goals to 6 then. And we still have a lot of polo to be played here in the 4th Chukker.
Yeah, they're getting ready to rock and roll here when they're running into the umpire on the bowl in. So both teams trying to get an advantage, and I can understand why. Remember, huge game here. 0-2, the white, Kaia, but 2-1 or 1-1. Is Casa, so they need to win this game. This is a huge game for Casablanca. On the move, on the turn, it's going to be Benzadone, Rufino. He's got Sapo, and nobody out here to help Tocolino. Now they come in to help, and they're going to push Rufino into the corner, and oh, my Lord, I think he got that.
He did.
Wow.
Wow, what an incredible goal. I wouldn't mind having another look at this because he was weaving his way through there. You see it coming out from the left-hand side, cuts in a little bit, sees traffic, pulls out to the left, but just enough, and then about half a bouncing ball, great eye, and a cracking finish here by Rufino Benzadone.
Yeah, we've seen some amazing plays this year in the World Polo League with the ball in the air.
Yeah.
All teams, all players. Back to the bowling here. Of course, for any new viewers, of course, we do switch directions after every goal. Big hit down here. Oh, watch out, because we got him going to goal once again. Benzadone. Oh, you're kidding me. He almost put it in from the end line.
Wow.
Wow, he missed the first one. Second one was almost impossible. And look at this. We have opened this game up into a flyer, as our second half has had a tremendous amount of pace. People going forward. Ooh, a little rub there. They're going to let him play, though. On the turn. Nice pickup here. And I like that. They're letting him go. Under the neck with it, as deep as it could be. Benzadone. Larry, nice little play, Larry Austin, as he comes across the field, stolen away and picked up, and now back to Rufino. Benzadone under the neck with it, a deep neck shot, looking for Sapo. Out of the air, no problem, on the move. Sapo looking to go to the center. He's got to deal with Mariano. Not much field to deal with. He's going to shoot one, and look at this shot. Oh, okay, golazo,
Wow.
Sapo cassette.
Absolutely top draw. Look at that again on your screens. Takes it out, slight miss it there, puts it out to the right-hand side. Now then, as he gets closer and closer to that end line, a very, very steep angle, and he did it just perfectly.
Even hit it so perfect. I think maybe the goal judge was where he was aiming it, because he put it perfectly between the goal judge's legs.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, how much goal? 13, 15 inches of goal to shoot at?
If that.
If that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Good shot of Santi Tocolino. Talking to his crew down in the pits. Make sure everything's all right. He's been having a great season. Tocolino playing many years. Shout out to the Tocolino family. I know his father always tuned in to CTV Sports. Cheering on his kids. All high goal polo players. Sandy's brothers also. Good shot now, Sapo cassette. Great pace here to start second half, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, we always say a game of two halves, but this half is not the same as the first half, especially towards the end of that last Chukker in that first half. It got a little bit patchy, but...
there weren't any fouls in the first and second Chukker, though, yet. It all happened in the third. It just got kind of sticky there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, and, it just wasn't that bad. There were a lot of fives, 5 A's, 5 B's. And then both teams went into tenths and have come out, and it has been on fire. 3 minutes left here in the fourth. Picked up by Cassette. Sapo. Can get a little help here from Benzadone. Little give and go, looking for Rufino. Near side neck shot, down the center. Sneaks through everybody. And again, like the continuous play here, the umpire's letting him play. Mariano, he's got players on the left, players on the right. Aguirre from the standstill. Stolen away by Cassette. Sapo now. Trying to make the turn, loses control. Tocolino will take it. Now, Santi, nice little play to the middle of the field. Looking for Zubieri, but picked up and stolen by Benzadone, and they're going to keep the throttle up, and here comes Rufino on the Bay Pony. This ball will stay on the field. Yes, it does. Down the sideline. Good recovery, though, by Lorraine. Backed up nicely for Mariano. Hook. How do you do that? Mariano reached out and hooked Ilario. Still gets the ball and keeps the offensive attack moving. Now stolen away by Ilario. Big hit from Santi. Everybody on fresh legs. Santi going to the speed stick, but Sapo Cassette reading it perfectly. Pushes him out to the outside. Opens this ball up. Looking for a Rufino. Benzadone. I love it. Everybody trying to steal the balls. Both teams playing at a high level right now. Now it's going to be Santos. Bellini with his first touch. Ooh, bad luck there. No, he still keeps it going, though. Into the corner. And Ilario will have to fabricate a few plays down here to get out of the corner. Nice control play. Here's the rotation by Santos. Ilario looking for some room. Takes a shot. Picked up by, well, it looks like again, Santos get it going, but Rufino somehow gets it away, and I think that ball trickled out of bounds right there.
Wow.
Oh, what a pace.
Yeah, what a pace. Like I said, let's just put that third chukker behind us. Chukker number 4 is how they've, how we have become used to watching these guys play. So good that, this game has now all of a sudden been ignited properly. As you rightly said, the ball went over the back line.
I think they'll probably go ahead. And I think maybe the clock was, they're going to go ahead and end it here. So, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Once again, warm welcome back, CTV Sports. We are at Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1, and we are bringing to you the Palm Beach Open, the 14th match of the Palm Beach Open 2024. And after a very good start in chukker 1 and 2, it had a little bit of a dip in chukker number 3, but chukker number 4, when they came out after the halftime interval, was what the WPL is all about. 2-1, Casablanca winning that chukker. But overall, Kaia are still in the lead by 1, 9-8. And just tell us again, Dale, why is this such an important game, especially for Casablanca?
Yeah, we got your setup. Remember your bracket system, bracket 1 and 2, and they play the cross bracket. Pilot Polo, congratulations to Curtis, Lucas James, Faku, Pieres and Merlos. They locked it down pretty much 3-0, and you have a number of teams that could be 2-1. Alegria, Maltese Falcons, and Casablanca. At the moment, Casablanca is 1-1, so this will put them 2-1, which gives them the reason why they need to try to finish today, get that 2-1 handicap.
Here we go then. So all to play for, and on the break here with the number 3. Gary beaten to it by Ben Sadon coming out there. Did not cross the right of way. Now this is what the World Polo League is all about. Fast, competitive, one-touch polo action. Sapo Cassette on the approach. Gets the putter out. One little touch. Oh, and what a fantastic save there by Lorene Zubiari. Well, next time, that ball is still very much alive. Now it gets put through by, and I'm glad to say, Santos Bellini, who we haven't seen that much of in that first half.
No, been playing a lot of defense early on, of course, filling in for Grant. So just to get it going, they put him at the 2 position. But I like this because Alario's working very hard. This is great defense here by Zubieri. And then, though, you remember the first, second, third teammate is where it's all about. And Santos keeps it on the field, bounces off the post, had time to turn around and finish it off.
So Santos Bellini picking up the equaliser, 9 goals apiece then. And we now do have what you said earlier, Dale, what could simulate a semi-final. Both teams now very, very active. Players continued as Kaia will pick it up deep in their own half. Chance to run with it now. Lorene Zubiari. Oh, and what a steal here, but he's taken it a bit too far out to the left. Slams on the brakes. Rufino. Ben Sadon. What little trick plays he got up his sleeve? Well, they've got to allow him a little bit of room to get through. And I'm pretty sure that will be the reason for the whistle. He ran into a little bit of traffic there in the form of Lorene Zubiari.
Yeah, you got a couple blocking plays here. He brings it up here. Needs to move up, take it forward. Mario's got no play. And still right when he cuts up, 90. More like 45, 48, 50 degree, but on the turn. And they've been very consistent, calling the shading, blocking, any right-of-way in violation, especially at that speed where a player needs to clear out. Open goal penalty 2, Sapo Cassette, 30 yards. No problem.
Not a problem. And if anything, Dale, this is the first time, and it's taken them, nearly 4.5 chukkers, not quite, a little bit less, but a good 4 chukkers for Casablanca to finally take the lead.
It's what's great is both teams have added, they're going for some steals. They're not just sitting back and letting a team set up or whatever. They're coming from nowhere. I mean, that goal was set up from basically Sapo going for 2 steals within 3 plays, and then finally Rufino getting the next steal. So turning up the defense.
And away we go again with that 9-goaler, highest rated player on the field here this afternoon. Sapo Cassette leaves it for Rufino Bensadon, and he seems to be blossoming very nicely here, especially in the second half. Yeah, he was stopping, he was turning, he had 2 players coming down the line. Aguirre was 1. He ends up on the handlebars. Let's see what the umpires made of that.
Now, once again, this is just hard defense, but does the ball get turned across the field? That's what we're going to be looking for. See, he misses it there. Where's the old line? And did he get it turned? And that's what I couldn't tell from that shot.
And I will have to concur with you.
Yeah. I mean, remember that old line was going like that, but the umpire right there, she probably saw. If it got moved a little bit, then you got the contact. But if not, then you got blocking. So we'll see what they decide to do. And but I like, again, both teams coming in. 2 guys going here at Rufino, and that'll keep your head on a swivel. When you got players diving in from left to right, especially at the level of these teams, and we've seen in that 4th chukker, both teams came out hunting the ball, stealing the ball, making everybody not just giving people time to relax and set up and, okay, let's hit it here, let's hit there. Keeping them alive on their toes. Yeah, so he's going to get a move. So, yeah, bad luck. Uneven ride-off. They're going to move that one down. Mariano could have been a little bit more over to the side. He could have got that ball off the side because he came in for a pretty nice steal. All right, Sapo from the 60. Penalty 4. Ooh.
That's not just wide, that's proper wide.
Yeah, that one was a little bit off to the side. Now the wind, that wind is blowing, remember, from the west.
Yeah.
So it's going to push it that way. It's going to push it on to right exactly where it went, actually. He'll adjust. Tocolino on the knock-in.
Out to the left-hand side. He has the choice of 2 to play for. But a good turnaround and a great pickup here by Sapo Cassette. Good non-call. There was plenty of space in that window as Aguirre, I think, also realizing that. Now then, that is definitely his line. Hilario needs to also now allow Mariano Aguirre to make the play. The ball comes off the pony of Figueres. Near side backhand. Might not be long enough if he can pick it up, but Hilario. Now, Hilario on the near side, Dale. How did you see that?
Yeah, they overlap. So we want to make sure and see, because if they're overlapped, then he doesn't have a near side play. Ride off, overlap. So, they're going to go ahead and use a courtesy change here. See what our umpires decide there. As you had 2 players riding together toward one ball, when 2 players get overlapped, that's when you got to watch out when you hit the back shot. And we'll see what they think. Good shot over Fino. Yeah, boy, they went into the tents and came out ready to go, both teams. Definitely not just the speed and the energy, but like I said, putting the pressure on both teams to release the ball quicker, to move the ball quicker, and both teams came out. So this should be a fabulous finish here with the Chukker and a half left. Only 1 goal difference, but as you said, Yan, first time Casa has been in the lead in 5 Chukkers. So.
Yeah. And I don't think we've seen the last of Kaia Polo. They will, knowing Mariano Aguirre, they will fight till the very end. So, good shot there of Sapo coming out on a fresh set of legs. A little over 3 minutes remain in the 5th and penultimate Chukker. And just to remind you, the action continues this afternoon. Stay with us. Alegria with Sugar Erskine, Jason Crowder, Tincho Molas, Fred Mannix take on Park Place, Andrew Borodin, Dolly Ujoa, Joaquin Panello, and Cody Ellis. You don't want to miss that.
And is there a scenario there too? Oh,
well, Park Place 0-2.
And Alegria, yeah. So Alegria looking to go 2-1.
Exactly.
Yeah. So same scenarios we're looking at right here.
Yep.
And I love this also. Kaia 0-2, but they're bringing the stuff today.
I'm sure.
No chance right now to make it to the semis. But I know Larry and Lorene and Mariano Santi, they want to go for it here. So keeping the pressure on Casa. So they're going to call riding into the back shot. Okay, so as I said, when you come together, was the man there? Did he get there late? See, it's either or on everyone. Same thing. And so they're going to call riding into the back shot. All right.
So, penalty taken. Sapo Cassette picking up let's have a little look, his 7th goal of this game. And that extends the lead for Casablanca by 2, no less. 11 goals to 9 for the team in the grey shirts, beg your pardon. Well, they seem to be winning more and more. Oops, ride-ins as throw-ins as well. This time it could be Lorenzo Biari just jumping on that right away a tad earlier.
This is another tight.
Yeah, very tight indeed.
Well, he's going near side. And he runs around. He runs around the player to get there. So see what they look there, because even though I know Benzadone's coming out quickly, Loren's got to have an error, be able to make a play running through. So he could switch the line there. He could change the line there. But then he'd have to wait for him to come through, as long as he's there early enough. So we'll see what they decide. This one could go, again, one of those. And it's amazing. We can sit here and talk about it after looking at replays and slowing things down. And, you know what I mean? And, you know, was he there late? You know, there's a lot of different things that can happen. The umpire's got to make those calls split second. It looks like they're going to go ahead and say that Benzone had to give him time. And I think this is right, because Loren should be able to have a near side play. So, old school Polo. Penalty 4, 60-yard shot. Santi. And yeah, he's going to hit right up into that wind now. You can see how he's got it figured out.
So 3-1 so far here in this Chukker Casablanca, with Santos and Sapo picking up 2 goals. And that brings them, Kaia back within 1, 11 goals to 10. I'm sure we'll see a very exciting and thrilling final Chukker, the 6th and final Chukker after the remaining 2 minutes left to play here. The question now is, can and will Kaia Polo pick up the equaliser? And that ball will go out of bounds, coming off a white player. So Mariano Aguirre giving the ball. We have a change of possession to Casablanca.
Top on the pitch. First one today, right?
Yep.
And think about Rufino, you thought might have went the other way. I didn't see. Did it come off a horse?
I don't believe it did.
Oh, and then you might get it moved here. Might have a technical. We'll check with our. Usually, when they put their hand up and they move into another spot, that's what that means. So we'll see what they check with our IRO, just to make sure. Oh, nice tee, Santi. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, 45, 145, and Larry.
Well, nearly got the finishing touch there, but wasn't to be on this occasion. Sapo Cassette, well, he definitely went for it there, Dale. There's no two ways about it.
So he did have a cop on the pitch and then a technical verbal appeal. That's why he went to center, and that ball right there was only about 5 yards out. So 145, Santi gets picked up and taken out by Sapo, and then get a right-of-way violation. Now we'll go the other way with it. Back to the center. And Sapo and Rufino here. Sapo on the line, so he's probably just going to... Okay, go the control player up by a goal. Now you're having a little discussion here, so we'll see what they're working out. Looks like he had everything all worked out. So here we go. Cassette from the center. He's going to take it. He's going to go the control play. He figured that out. He had to just tee the ball up on the line there. Just put it there. Going to keep the short pass going. Rufino.
And Zidane will hammer one downfield. Uh-oh, that's still going. Oh, unlucky. About half a yard or so in it.
Mario reaching out, almost gets a piece of it. Santi was playing zone back. Just defending the goal mouth, knowing that it was going to go wide, so he was kind of waiting to see what happens on the knock-in. Going to be Tocolino.
Santi leaves it. Aguirre back to Toncolino, over to the boards. Let's have a look at the clock. We're down to the last 40 seconds or so. Again, Santi Tocolino. Well, here comes another one of those monster shots. And that might just be too deep. Oh, no, on the line. I'm pretty sure that that was still very much on the line. Did not go out of bounds. I think there might be discussion on that. But to me, Dale, it looked like it actually got touched or brought back into play on the line.
Yeah, I don't know, it looked like Santos went ahead and showed that it was. So that's going to end our fifth. You don't want to miss this sixth, Chukker. This should be a fun one. We'll be back.
Another great season. We had a blast this year. Great fields again. They keep getting better and better. And we got lucky with the rain this year and had a lot of fun polo.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen, playing with these great people, amazing views every day. I mean, how could you ask for more?
Best part about being out here in Aspen for the polo is the fields, the community, Melissa and Mark, the great competition, and the amazing horses and how the horses enjoy being out here.
I love the town, I love the valley, I love also spending time here in Carbondale. So I just love this place in general. I have a lot of friends. I've made lots of friends over the years. The Ganses have created a spectacular place here that has become a really important summer destination for polo in America.
Aspen, I love it that our family's around, there's a ton of horses, a ton of golf, and a lot of fun polo. So.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Sixth and final Chukker. Yan, this has turned into a phenomenal game. Like I said, the first, second Chukker, they were flowing, it was moving, and then boom, it got into a cluster, just kind of everyone looking for something new, and a couple fouls here and there, and then came out of the tents ready to go. Both teams just working so hard. Great, phenomenal horses, and here we are, 11-10, final Chukker, Sapo Cassette.
So, as you said, Dale, you don't want to miss this. Once again, a warm welcome. Great to have you with us here on this slightly overcast but still very humid Wednesday afternoon. As Kaia Polo are currently down, beg your pardon, by 1 goal. We had 3 goals coming in from Casablanca in that last Chukker, which has put them in the lead, 11 goals to 10. So pressure now on Kaia. Casablanca want to get this over the finishing line and make it 2-1. And I'm pretty sure Kaia, yeah, well, they are, They are a team that nobody should ever underestimate. But we have a whistle on that play.
All right, so they bring it in here real quick. He slows it down. Yeah, blows a foul there. Got an interesting play again. Yeah, it looked like balls coming across the field. And then Santi turned in. Unless I saw it, didn't see something. I didn't see the line change, but Sapo, this might be a good challenge.
Well, let's wait and see what the IRO, who has been consulted here, our third man, and instant replay official. Let's see what he tells us. I believe, Dale, you have an update for us too?
Yeah, challenge on the play. Casablanca to win their challenge. I think it's a great challenge. Remember what I talked about? The old line, when the ball stops on the field, it's the old line.
Yep.
And that ball stopped, and Santi turned towards a goal. Well, Sapo just went down the old line and stole it.
He did.
And then he blew a whistle on him. So, great challenge. Perfectly played, perfectly executed. So, you will get a bowl, Lynn. This is where I'd like to see the procedure change. In the future, it probably will, but I think it should be a possession for the Casablanca team, seeing that he had the ball, but
yeah,
that's not the way the rule reads at the moment. The way the procedure reads, but we're all about, developing the game. And we got a little rain coming down here. Yeah, one of those things you might see. Yeah, and in the future. On the move.
Ball back in play, picked up by Ben Sedon. And now then, one goal in it, Ben Sedon. Yeah, a little bit of help from the pony. Gets a hard bump and a ride off here, but look at that, Ben Sedon. Can he reach that on the near side? He does. Well done, Rufino. Not a lot of goal to shoot at. Yeah, they got to give him the space. He's got it. He's done this once before, but we have a whistle.
Oh, man, Rufino. After the bowling came in and was firing. I don't know how he got around the corner. They kind of ran off the screen here, Jan. And then he comes back to the inside. Everybody was there. Santi comes up, good D. Lorraine gets in there, slows him down. Let's see.
Well, he did move. He did try to move out of the way. So.
Yeah, he sure did. I think kind of pushed him into pushed him in the Sapo, So you got the reverse sandwich kind of hitting into your own. You even though it's your own man, So hope we go penalty 2 there on the contact.
Yeah, no mistake for Senor Cassette. His 8th goal, Dale. His 8th goal of the game.
Yeah, he's 100% for the penalty line too, isn't he? Yeah, again, good shooting. And Santi's been shooting well too. He missed a couple early, but he hasn't been awesome ever since. On the move, it's going to be Zuberry now, Lorene.
Now then, Lorene trying to get through that melee of players. He's got Gary there as well in the thick of it, but another whistle will stop and interrupt the play with a good 5 minutes remaining on the clock.
All right. So get the 2-goal advantage before the Kersey change. And they came from right to left. I'm not for Lorraine still had control, but then they're going to have a right-of-way violation. So penalty 5A in favor of Casablanca. And it's going to be picked up here and taken. And this has been the hot stick right here in the 6th Chukker. It's going to be Rufino, Benzadone once, twice, off the pony, into the corner, taking the long way home, but he'll get there. Now, look at this. Oh, that is brilliant stick work right here by number 3. Oh, Rufino Benzadone. Are you kidding me, man? Wow, what a goal. And I'm telling you what, I got tired watching it, but what a goal by this kid. I mean, I'm going to call him a kid anyways. He's young compared to me. This guy's unbelievable. Look at this. Under the neck, and this move right there, not easy, especially when you're being chased. And now to take this ball and be able to sneak it between 3 other players' horses' legs. Que golazo.
Hey, compliments also from me. Well done indeed. But I did say, Dale, earlier that it seemed that Rufino Benzadon was starting to blossom a lot more in that second half. He did score in the first half in Chukker number 2. But as you rightly were saying, he was doing a lot of defensive work, doing all of that dirty / hard work right at the back. And once again, look at this.
And the Bay Pony, holy moly, this horse can flat out run. I mean, watch them. They all start together here. He just gets out in front. I mean, everybody just pulls up. And then he just drives it home. But, boy, she can fly. Man.
So two back-to-back goals here from Rufino Benzadon. With the goal from Sapo Cassette, so far it is 3-0 in this sixth and final Chukker, and overall, as you can see, 14 goals to 10. Our final courtesy change, and also our polite reminder to ask you to join us for our third of our triple header, Alegria Park Place, coming up on your CTV screens a little bit later on this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. I think Alegria is going to come out. And, well, I think Park Place always does. You know, they both do, but really going to see Alegria come at a hot level, I think. They've been showing us that all season. Of course, Captain Fred Mannix. And I think Freddie's going to get the boys lined up again. Been some great polo played. Tincho, Merlos, been hot from the penalty line, so they got that covered. Fred is one of our top 5 players that's almost made one from center for the 2-point conversion. Kaia, they lost 12-8 to Kaia. Had to give up 3 goals, and Kaia's. You know how they roll. And then they lost 15-9. With Pilot. It was at the game we didn't see, so they were. And we'll get them back to the center. So let's go. Make sure you tune in for the game. 14-10 here. 3:35 left.
Okay, here we go then. Ball back in play on the halfway line. Picked up by the number 2, Lorene Zubiari. Oh, nearly stolen by Santos Bolini. As Kaia will turn things around nicely. Mariano Aguirre. Straight through the middle. Yeah, in the hope very much that Lorene Zubiari would be the man to pick up that ball. There is the open backhand from Zubiari, left once again for Aguirre. Aguirre, he knows he's got Larry Austin to his right, but Aguirre, I think he's just wanting to get him. Well, now he will leave it now, but did he cross the right of way of Sapo Cassette, Santi Toccolino?
Yeah, actually, I apologize with you that Alegria team actually won 13-12. Now, Yan was looking at me like, what are you talking about? It was where I had the 8 come from was Tincho scored 8 goals in that game. He was on fire. So they are going to be they're going to win today. Now we get a whistle on the play. We had a little rain come down. As Jan said, it was a little overcast today in southern Florida, but we were looking good. A little bit of rain. Remember, always executive producer. Always keeping an eye on our crew, videographer crew out there, taking care of things when we get storms coming in, and so we will keep you advised on any of that going on. I think we're going to be all right here for this game, but of course we always thank you for your patience when we do have to hold a broadcast based on that. Back and forth, give and go.
Guess who? Mr. Rufino Benzadon, his hat-trick, 3 goals in Chukker number 6. And with 5 goals in it now, Dale, and a little over 2 minutes left to play, it looks to me like Casablanca have done exactly what they set out to do. They came, they saw, they conquered. But like I said,
It's
really
the strongest 6 Chukker we've seen out of
Yeah,
them?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, Grant couldn't make it today, but I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he'll be okay. So he'll be ready to go. And Santos did a good job filling in. Working hard there, had 1 goal and worked very hard to the man, and also didn't foul.
Nope.
I mean, just sometimes you can get, in this polo, and he has been playing a lot of polo. Bellini, we got to give it up. He's been playing in the 8, the 12, playing in the 6, 8, and 12. So he's ready to go. Look at this shot. Man, he likes that.
He does.
That's why I was saying sometimes you might see somebody try that from center, because a lot of players, they go to that hit to that open space, where they have the neck shot, and from about 80 to 100, I guess, Jan, and fire away. On our final minute here, Santi's going to drop the black mare's head and let it go.
Yep, the 2 number 4s battling it out. Tocolino against Sapo Cassette, and there he is again. Rufino Bensadon. Well, with those seconds ticking down, it would be nice for Kaia to pick up a goal here, consolation goal in the 6th and final Chukker. Maybe it'll be Senor Aguirre. Would be nice for him, as that ball somehow evades going through the 24 feet. Surprised, but another shot blocked, nicely defended. Well, you don't want to. Definitely, you can't give them up for not trying. Aguirre runs into his own teammate. Clock ticking down more and more and more. So the hard work that Casablanca knew they had to go and get done has been achieved. So well done.
Yeah, 14 seconds.
14
so they're going to play it out.
Well, either way, Casablanca have won this game, so congratulations and a great performance.
Yeah,
by
they're going to hold on. Exactly. Good, great second half. I mean, 5, 6, 7, 9 goals. Whew. Man. And overall, I mean, that's 15.
Yep.
I mean, that's good. That's what they're going to need to win it all. You want to be between that 13 and 15 goals, and there it is right there. Look at the shots. Well done. And I want to commend them on also very well done on cutting down. And 9 fouls in the first half, so well done on that. They got that org. They really came out a different team, so they should be happy about that. Sapo will be happy about that, captain team. And once again, for Jan Erik Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. Speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.